And good evening, friends of Dragon Warrior Randomizer. I am Jeff, and I'm super happy to be here presenting you the Group 10 race from the Week 5 of the Winter League 2026 tournament. I am joined in the commentary booth by IC10 Ace. Welcome.
Thank you, Jeff. Happy to be here too. Excited for a fun race. This is a fun flag set. Excited to see how it works out.
Yeah, it tends to be a quick and not too hard flag set, but it is not easy to get a very competitive time in here because the players are all used to it. They all are competent. They all love stair shuffle, right? So this is gonna be a fun match. We're looking forward to big experience numbers from small enemies, and of course, stair shuffle and a bunch of other flags. Can you tell us which of your of the flags from tonight are your favorites?
I personally like random monster XP and gold. I think that really you can. I saw a seed the other night with 300 point slimes in zone 0. Hurt more doors is a fun one. You don't really need keys throughout the seed, so that really kind of changes the gameplay a little bit. Yeah, random urban key carry. We usually get 6 of those, but it won't be 6 or might not be 6 today. Level up refill changes the end game a lot, and Sharlock in as well. So all kinds of interesting decision points in a flag set like this.
Yes, I agree. And we have as racers tonight OldVampireLady, OOG, and SassageLink. All three of these players are unfortunately unable to make it to the playoffs, even with a 5-point win. But they are playing for fun. They are playing for honor, and they are playing for 300 experience slimes. So let's see what we have in the throne room for us tonight.
It's like a token and a scale and a key are the starting items.
That's not too bad. I mean, you'd prefer something to deal damage with, but a token is one less enemy and one less thing to find, one less treasure guard to deal with, and Dragon Scale will help you fight some early enemies, especially given the big swamp. And unfortunately, well, or fortunately, depending on your point of view, the home castle is not in a big swamp. We do have it, Garenham, right there.
SassageLink has already popped in, checked out the shop. I'm not sure if he was able to buy anything, but
well, with the 0 gold, it's pretty difficult to buy anything, unfortunately. But we do see a Drakey that has weak breath, so that is something fun to look forward to in our first couple minutes of grinding.
looks like so. Oog has sold his dragon scale to pick up 10 gold. Maybe he can pick up a bamboo pole.
Oh, even better. Yes. Yes, apologies. Even better might have been buying a torch, because you can kill those Drakeys in guaranteed one shot with that torch.
Absolutely, yes, that would absolutely be the move. You're right.
But I'm guessing. Oh, there's a red slime right there. That you can kill quite easily. And wow, both OldVampireLady and Oog getting one and killing one. You're getting 108 experience points. So there's a few levels right there.
Yeah, that'll
50
go on.
power.
I'm gonna see if SassageLink is gonna be able to take out this ghost. He's about 50% of the time he's doing 1 damage on it, but he might get there.
Oh, he will.
That hurt more.
Yes,
Oh
we did get most spells with that single red slime. So hurt more is big, both because you can kill most things with it, and also because you can now open doors, as OldVampireLady is demonstrating right there.
Oog has found Swamp Cave, and OldVampireLady's checking out the back of Garingham, picks up some gold there. That'll help the equipment situation.
Oh, SassageLink not quite being able to defeat that ghost. Unfortunately, he's gonna have to find something else or try again.
Oog just took out a werewolf, I think, that gave him a whopping 5 experience.
Yes, 5 experience for 10 NP with 2 casts of Hurt More. Probably not worth the time.
Oog picks up outside at level 6.
So we're just missing Hurt and Return. Hurt we don't care about, we have Hurt More, and Return, well, I guess at some point we kind of want it, but it's definitely no big deal right now. We're on a small map, we're all around Taintedal, and with that swamp we're not really looking forward to walk all around too much, although we do have Heal and Heal More, so if our players do want to cross that swamp, they can. Oh, the
Drinky down. Wow.
All that time it was right there, available to be killed by a torch, and it's worth 315 experience points. So that's yeah, that's a bunch of levels, and probably right there with the red slimes and the drakeys, that's your grind for the whole game on hill tiles also. So you can encounter them quite frequently, and it's gonna be easy way to level 16 or whatever level we might need to win the game.
I did see the Drakeys have sleep to go with their baby breath, so early on level 1, you would have probably needed absolutely needed a torch to do it, but yeah, they'll be juicy here for a while. These guys want to farm those.
Yes, a torch or a crit or some very incredible luck. And Oog saw a blue slime in that swamp cave worth 210 experience points. That's pretty good also. OldVampireLady giving us our first look at the Tentacle treasury that has just 2 chests. One of them is a magic key and the other one is a cursed belt. So we do know there is something on one of the 3 search spots at the very least. We're gonna have to see if there are other cursed belts, or we're gonna have to check the other spots to know.
And that's nice in a seed like this to have your important items outside of the caves, because as we've seen in some of the seeds with Stair Shuffle, you can get some pretty in-depth caves, some pretty advanced cave networks that make doing all the checks in all those floors a little more difficult.
Yes, especially since statistically it's quite probable that you're gonna encounter a couple of Sharlock screens, and that is, well, quite more dangerous than Grave or Mountain. And we do have Staff Trading Cave in the basement of Sharlock, and Oog is in Tablet Cave. Not sure where he found that exactly, but
on a chest, he got a treasure guard in on Tablet Cave 1 and gets the stones.
And that is the second story item we have. We're only missing the harp and both of Idric's gear, and we're done. And look at that, Tablet Cave dead ending into a corner of Mountain 2.
Another, you were talking about running into those Sharlock floors. Another disadvantage of having to navigate those is they're generally not enemies you want to be fighting in a seed like this, with random XP going on, and they're tough to repel as well. Silver Shield needed to repel most Sharlock enemies, so yeah, if you can avoid those and stay on the overworld, that'll help you out.
Yes, and from what we've seen so far, there is no gold grind available, so we're probably not getting a silver shield and probably not getting magic armor or flame sword. We're gonna have to find Erdrick's sword and Erdrick's armor to get some decent attack power and defense.
I wouldn't go so far as to say that yet, since we saw Swamp. I didn't see where Swamp Cave led right out to another place, I think, but the Erdrick's tablet was only a 2-floor. We could be in a position where there'd be a massive cave network here, and where you may be able to get 8 chests inside one of those.
Yes, that is absolutely correct. And Old Vampire Lady might be right there, actually, in the grave. There's a very decent amount of chests, possibly on the first floor right there. So if you can connect to Mountain 2, for example, and whereas there's also a bunch of chests possible, then you can probably make that gold grind happen. And we do have outside on every single player's screen, so it is something you can make happen. Look at that, Magiwyvern worth 4, Wolf worth 123, so decent options here and there.
Luke has found Mountain 1. Not sure how he got there. Maybe direct from the overworld. Now he's in the U room, so he's made one of those Sherlock floors.
Yes, with heal more and hurt more and 112 HP, you can take most of the things you find there, but it doesn't mean you want to.
98 for a Star Wyvern isn't worthless, but compared to 315 for a Draki, you'd rather be fighting those, of course.
Now, SassageLink has... Yeah, please go ahead.
Oh, I'm saying, Treasure Guard on Old Vampire Lady screen. She's ran into a Wraith Knight here on top of the chest. And the sword.
Wow, very nice. She did take the time before to grab a broadsword. Unfortunately, it wasn't really useful for a very long time, but we're always happy to have Erdrick's gear.
That's usually how that works. As soon as you upgrade your sword, that's when that's how the karma works in this game. As soon as you spend your gold on a big weapon, that's when you'll find the sword. So,
yes,
yeah, remember that.
The sword manip, as they call it.
Yes, exactly.
Well, exploration-wise, looks like most of our players have done things the others have not necessarily seen. I haven't seen anyone but Old Vampire Lady in the grave. I haven't seen anyone in Swamp or Tablet Cave other than OOG, and SassageLink is somewhere on the overworld I haven't seen before. That's very interesting.
Yeah, it is. They have gone all three in completely different directions. It's not something you usually see. Usually the map kind of forces you to go a certain way, but there's some options here. Makes for an interesting seed.
Okay, OOG finding the vanilla staircase to the bottom of Mountain Cave is leading to where you usually get chest 4 in the grave.
No chest in that north spot, but it'll go all the way around the bottom here. I'm sure here in a minute.
Yes,
yes,
Cantling with a large shield. That's very nice. We also have access to our cords and 1 or 2 possible chest locations here. We have one in the inn. Looks like we're probably getting a look at it in just a moment.
Oop, no, he's went the other way.
Sometimes you kind of see these treasure chests around merchants and innkeepers and stuff. Like there's one chest right there and next to the vendor, and it's kind of part of the background after a while. So maybe SassageLink didn't register that the inn had an actual chest that you can open, or no. Hopefully it'll go back there and maybe check the cords as well.
He has forgotten that for more doors is an option.
Yes, that is very likely. Now, fortunately for him, the logic is not changed from when Hurt More Doors is not on. So he's still going to have access to a key somewhere, or Rimmildar, but that might hinder his progress a bit.
We see OOG here has jumped out to a massive EXP lead. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. I misread Sashage's screen there. They're both running about 3,000. Still pretty close to each other.
Yes, that Magidraki does not make SassageLink go far ahead in experience points, nor that Magiwyvern, but maybe he had not seen them before. And for some enemies, even if you know they're not worth much, fighting them may be faster than trying to run away from them, especially if they have a high agility.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes it's just easier to swing and to get out of the fight. The 210-point slime for SassageLink. He's welcoming that. Seems to have lost EPL's stream. And she's back.
Looks like we're about to have a look at level 13 on SassageLink's side. Oh, if that slime doesn't run away, we do see it, but we're gonna have to wait a bit.
I just saw, so Oog just went to the back half of Tanager, and he did find a gold chest there. Kind of tucked it back in behind in one of those alternate spots. So gold grind may be on again.
Okay, that's interesting. At this point, it's less useful now that we have the sword and a decent amount of levels, but agility is still lacking a bit, so maybe a silver shield or a decent armor would still make an interesting get.
I really like the silver shield in all cases generally, but especially in a seed like this when I really don't want to be messing with Sharlock enemies, especially in the late game on my dive. I have not played a seed with this flag set where I was able to get the gold grind and a silver shield, but I always wished I had it at the end.
Yes, you're always happy to have a silver shield, that's for sure. Unless maybe you were playing on permanent repel, but thankfully that is a thing of the past. And looks like SassageLink either found the key or remembered about Hurt More Doors. He made it all the way. I'm guessing he found the key because he went to the key vendor first and bought a bunch of keys and then went back to the treasury. Oh, the key on top of the mountain. All right, thanks, Artorius.
So he'll be going back to Cantland. He's the only runner that's seen that, I believe. So we'll get a coordinates check and then hopefully that in chest check as well here shortly.
And speaking of thanks Artorius, we do have Artorius and Chihali on the tracking tonight. So thank you both for making making our job much easier and very interesting for the viewers as well. And thank you Diabetes for the restream as well. Without the streamers or trackers, restreams like this would not happen or would be much less interesting to watch. So thank you guys.
We got a sword pickup from Oog. He battled that Wraith Knight in Grave 1. Got it down, so he's on par with OldVampireLady on weapon now.
Looks like he's still the only one with the stones though, so he does have an advantage of some sort going into the 16th minute of the seed, and he does attempt to go on the staircase at the bottom of the Grave 1 screen. Looks like with his current resources, I have no doubt he's going to make it there. And SassageLink also getting the sword.
All three runners now have their sword.
Not to jinx anything, but a friendly reminder that armor is Sharlock is something that is possible even with a big swamp flag on. Not wishing that to our runners, but it is possible, and it is very fun to see as a viewer, but much more challenging to play. I think I agree with Artorius in chat saying that with 2 story items and a sword right now, you might want to postpone diving the grave or mega dungeons or stair labyrinth, because you're still missing coal and we don't have the cords yet. If the 2 things we're looking for might be right on these spots. So if you can avoid diving this monstrosity of a cave, then it's always a huge time save.
We've seen just one belt so far, so we know one of those three uh, search checks will have something, but good chances. Oh, what did Oog hit? I see chat's going crazy. I didn't see it. Grape next to mountain.
I did see a golem. Not sure what happened. I'm guessing it might have been a bad enemy to fight. I mean, it's always bad. It's always bad to fight that golem with this flag set, but maybe especially so tonight.
Unfortunate red slime dodge for SassageLink there. There's another golem on Oog's screen. Let's see if he gets his revenge.
Unfortunately, we don't have the flute. We can't get to hear that beautiful randomized song. As a reminder, randomized, the flute music is a flag that is on for the entirety of the Winter League. But given what we've seen so far, I don't think we're gonna see a lot of flute playing tonight.
Jeff, can you help me? I know you were an author of a lot of those. Are they set to all be the same length? Or does that possibly like maybe affect the late game grind situation if there's a long flute tune versus a short one?
They are not the same length. Every player will get the same flute song, so things are fair between runners. But indeed, some flute songs are like 3 seconds long, and some of them are about 10 seconds. So if you do get the 10-second flute song, maybe grind something else, something other than golems. I believe the longest song is Celine Dion's "My Heart Will Go On" introduction. I can't remember what the shortest song is, but it's I can say it's fairly short, much shorter than the vanilla flute song.
That's super interesting. Celine Dion. I had no idea. Trivia. Dragon Warrior Randomizer trivia for those of you watching. That'll be the question number 7.
We do have a Breckenary sighting on Oog's side, and there is a chest in the inn, and it has nothing. Well, by nothing, you know what? I think Oog had one key in his inventory, and finding a chest that has nothing means that we can carry exactly 0 herb tonight.
It does seem like that. I thought I saw OldVampireLady buying some in Garingham earlier, but maybe that was something else. She was attempting to buy one. I guess I never saw one enter her inventory. I think you're right. I think we may be a 0 herb carry tonight.
Well, maybe mistaken. Maybe Oog was full on keys and he tried to get another key chest, but we're gonna have to we're probably gonna see someone else attempt to open a chest with nothing in it or buy herbs at some point. SassageLink and Oog got level 13, by the way, and we're getting quite close to go level if we're not already on it. We're missing. We have very low agility, but the strength is there. We have a 136 attack power, and that's without the fighter's ring.
Well, that is some beefy biceps on our runners at level 13 with 136 attack power. SassageLink just found that treasure guard in Tablet Cave, got his stones. Another piece of homework for him.
And you know what? Just doing the math right there, I think we are in go mode with 121 attack power, HP that is. We have a very fair possibility of doubles, and if we get another level, maybe Death Necklace will be in play as well. So with the Sherlock in, we don't have to be worried about the dive, really. So we're probably not losing resources when we get to fight the Dragon Lord. So we're really just looking for the armor and the harp.
At 22 minutes in, that's moving pretty quick.
Unfortunately, old vampire lady fighting the golem and finding out it only gives 6 experience points. Ooh, SassageLink noticing the chest in the inn in Cantlin. Unfortunately, it only has gold. Maybe he'll think about the bottom left chest and checking the cores. Okay, no bottom left chest, but we do have a cord check right now.
Boylan's getting rescued over on Old Vampire Lady's screen. That was that golem she was fighting, was fight there. And 39 north, 57 east.
Okay, with a small map that sounds like it might be cannibal, but we'll have to wait and see what is our player's preference. Reverse count is probably not on the cards, but we do have a Gwalen already, so maybe Old Vampire Lady will have an easier time to get the item there.
Just mere steps behind SassageLink in Cantlin. He'll probably do his coordinates check here momentarily. He's going to do a radish check. The radishes are fresh today.
Oh wow, that's awesome. They were yesterday as well. And I love to see it. All 3 runners on level 13, so they're not too far from each other in terms of experience. I believe OOG might be the closer one to level 14. Oh no, never mind. SassageLink is much closer actually. He might get it in an enemy or two if he finds something decent. Demon Knight I don't think we've seen before, and it gives 107, not too bad. Now that Old Vampire Lady has Goylin back home, she just goes through swamp caves, fighting some slimes, very decent grind. Once again, probably some of the best. And level 14 has 119, 9, 18. Wow, if we're in super go mode right now.
Yeah, I think I'm putting repel on at this point.
Is that the first sighting of Rim? We have no chest in the inn, but we do have one in the community center, and it is not guarded. French vanilla Rim chest.
Was that a wings that he picked up in the community center? The chest just moved over a couple of tiles.
It was.
So I believe, is it Cole would be the only town we haven't seen yet? Or we haven't seen Hawksness. A couple of towns out there yet, unlocated.
Correct, and still haven't seen. Well, the 3 search spots we haven't seen, so that's 3 possible places to find our 2 missing items. Ooh, OOG just fought something that gave 300 something. I didn't see what it was, but it's something worth checking again.
Speaking of Cole, SassageLink has just run into it, and he finds a treasure guard on the search spot beneath the fountain, and he finds the harp.
Wow, so unless both the flute and the death necklace are in Cole and on the coordinates, then armor is probably not in Charlotte. Or in the cave, for that matter.
We do have Sharlock on SassageLink's screen too, so that Cole place, we do have Return to Town on, is another interesting flag, so may not be a bad idea to stay at that Cole Inn, so you can kind of warp back to Sharlock whenever you're ready to grab that rainbow drop and go.
Yeah, you will have a long walk back home, but it's not really important because wherever you use the inn, you're gonna have to walk to Sharlock and then walk back home, so it's pretty much the same path, maybe split in 2 different ways.
But yeah, you could also stay close to home and walk to Sharlock as well.
Yes, Old Vampire Lady has probably saved when saving Gwaelin, so right now unless she used an inn somewhere and I missed it, her return point is set to the home castle.
It doesn't look like either of our two runners that have the coordinates are interested in making that count. I think they may be looking for princess rescues, and then of course Old Vampire Lady has the princess but no coordinates, so no one has put that puzzle together fully yet.
Okay, we see the Rainbow Drop Trading Cave. It is something we're gonna have to get back at some point, but not before we do trade our harp for the Staff of Rain. Can we call that guy the teacher? Because that's the guy you turn your homework to.
Some people like to call him the jerk, but I suppose he would probably prefer teacher.
Well, teachers don't usually kick people out of. Well, they do sometimes. Oh well.
Generally only if you've been misbehaving, not if you're not presenting the teacher with proper gifts.
Yeah, well, Erdrick's descendant is definitely not misbehaving. Well, NPC Guillotine is not on this week, so not this week anyway. Actually, you know what? Is it on? I'm not sure.
It is not on. It is not on in this like set.
Okay, I wasn't sure. We haven't seen misbehaving NPCs so far, but it could have happened. I don't think we'll be visiting many item shops if we can't carry a single herb.
I know this because in my flag set that I ran last night, the guy in the southwest corner of Cantlin, the merchant down there, was guarding his chest with his life. I opened that door and he moved right on it and he sat right on it and he just sat there and sat there. He was guarding it with his life. It happened to have gold in it, so he must have worked hard for it.
SassageLink is showing us something very interesting here. When we have Return to Town on and you don't want to return to town, you do want to go back home, then you can just Death Warp. Death Warp will always take you back home in Tainted, and your return point will not be changed. So, looks like he's going to the basement, which... what did the basement have?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, well, that is very... well, I guess that's what you had to do.
And of course, he's seen Rainbow Drop Cave too. Does he have? Yeah, he has everything. No armor yet, but here he is going with the Princess Rescue SassageLink on his way to search those, and OOG as well. Both of those runners about to rescue the princess. Capture, and hopefully give us a courts check.
Yeah, there's more of an incentive to rescue Gwaelin with this flag set in the sense that there is a chest, there is a possible chest next to her, so while you're there and checking out the chest, you might as well rescue her and bring her back home. Look at that, 3 out of 3 Gwaelin rescues. 10 out of 10 dentists recommend saving Gwaelin for your better teeth.
There's Old Vampire Lady on her stone's chest. She's located that. She's gonna take out this werewolf. Pick up the second piece of her homework, I believe. She has not located coal yet. Still needs the harp.
again, all three players on the same level, level 14, and less than 1,000 experience between the three of them. And out of Swamp Cave, we're 21 south and 75 west. So not too far from the course.
Yeah, about 10 steps in each direction, maybe 12. OOG screen consisting entirely of swamp and a little bit of an ice skating lake to skate on. That is a big swamp.
That's the name of the flag.
OOG is holding his stones tightly and then talking to the swamp. A couple of mismenus there, but fun for us to see.
SassageLink doing the exact same thing, as in using the Wayland's Love right out of Swamp Cave. Not yet holding tight is Stones of Sunlight and talking to the swamp, but that might be to come.
If you spend too much time in the swamp, I heard it goes to your mind and you start doing things that don't make sense. OOG is zoning in on this tile here.
So is Passage. Oh, there's the armor.
SassageLink is go. He needs a drop, and he can go.
Yep, and he knows where it is. He knows where Sherlock is. He's got ghost stats. He's ready. Let's go.
I think he even stayed at the inn in Cole, did he not? He could be there in moments.
Maybe he saved after saving Goylan.
Yes, you're probably right.
Anyway, just use the inn in Kentland, so that point is kind of moot, unfortunately.
Yep, nice it is. 35 minutes in.
I guess technically a sub 40 is possible, but we haven't seen that much of the dungeons so far, so we might have a mega dungeon in Sherlock in play, and that's always a fun to watch and or confusing to watch. Sassage will be probably the first to try and find the path leading to the bottom floor of Sherlock.
Yeah, so we have not. There's a couple of floors that have like all the Sherlock. There's 2 or 3 floors in one. So the first floor Sherlock, I guess the second floor Sherlock, has a center section with 5 staircases in it, and then there's 1 or 2 more with multiple staircases. We have not seen any of those floors yet. We did see Mountain 1, and that has some staircases in it, but most of our multi-directional staircase floors I have not seen.
You're correct. Grave 2 and the big ones in Sherlock still left unseen. And thankfully, we do not need to open a single chest in Sherlock. So we won't require many keys, which is fortunate because we don't have many keys. Of course, we have Hurt More, but at 95 MP, if you oh well, never mind, there's Sherlock in. Use all your MP for Hurt Mores for opening doors. I don't mind. You're probably gonna make it down there with all your resources anyway.
It would save you a few steps on the bottom floor should you happen to make it to the bottom floor without using the MP. You wouldn't have to walk up the innkeeper on the Sherlock basement floor has not put himself directly on the path to the Dragon Lord. He's off the beaten path a ways.
And we're going. Wow! Already we have a Grave 2 sighting. So that was 4 staircases left to check on that floor. He's going center first.
I like going center first. I don't know. I tend to do that as well. If I'm on the top, if I'm on the bottom too, I'm not checking center first.
Well, that's 2 staircases down. That one path led to the top left staircase, and now he's going, I believe, bottom left, which is that was somewhere in Sherlock, I believe.
Yeah, he's on the outside or the main path on the Sherlock first floor? What's the how do you describe that? Is the first floor you see in Sherlock when you walk in and there's the and the two barrier staircases? Is that the first floor of Sherlock, or is this what SassageLink is on now? Is that the first floor of Sherlock? Basement 1, or sorry,
maybe let's call them both 1.5 floor of Sherlock, or
difference. Okay.
And we do have another floor of Sherlock right there with multiple staircases, and another one of those. Looks like we got level 15 on OOG's and SassageLink's side, and it had very little more to offer than level 14, so it doesn't change much. Of course, there was a refill, but we don't really mind having a refill or not until we get to Dragon Lord. And is that the bottom right of Grave? Yes. Wow. Okay, so I believe I'll need one staircase is left to check in that floor.
He's actually checked them all, but this one led to a fork, and he only went down one of the forks.
Okay, so we're gonna have to go back to those and check them out. And Oog is getting his silver harp in just a moment. He's gonna be very close to diving as well.
Appreciate the try, Diabetes. Looks like we're having some technical difficulties on OVL's side. We'll be working on trying to get her back. Oog is going to throw his wings up in the air and go back to Tanago with his harp.
That low agility is showing... Oh, never mind. Well, not that low on agility no more. Still having some trouble running from the Star Wyvern. Fortunately for SassageLink, they do have stop spell and they like it. So we did survive and keep to Hill Walk. Get to Hill Walk and walk to another set of stairs on the third basement floor of Sherlock.
Red Dragon's never a fun fight, but SassageLink gets away in one turn. Oog is doing his harp trade in. And here's another floor of Sherlock for SassageLink with multiple staircases. We were correct. He has gone down a path here.
All the fun is in Sherlock, and keep in mind we've only seen one path down the top floor, so there's two more left that might lead directly to the bottom floor. We never know.
Yeah, he looks like he's exploring everything. Actually, he finds it right there. He is on the bottom floor, and he is ready to kill this Dragon Lord. He's moving right to it, not even going to bother with the inn. Is he close to a level? Could he get a level on the spike, maybe? No,
he's not, but he's got plenty of resources. There's no question he has everything he needs to defeat the Dragon Lord. If only the spike tile is dangerous, there might be some worrying, but I don't think we've seen anything that might be able to stop him. Ooh, DL2 breathing green dragon is bad, but thankfully it's quite easy to run away from.
That dragon has heal as well. The green does. Here's a red on the spike. He's gonna probably have to burn a heal more here.
Yeah, reds have DL2 apparently, so a couple heal mores down is not a big deal. I still am very, very confident in his ability to win the game.
Left with exactly 11 heal mores, and he's on to DL2. And we are not going to see a sub 40, but sub 45 on the table, perhaps.
Unfortunate that we don't have the Fire's Ring. A nice 140 attack power would have made a 10 to 20 damage rolls easy to count, but still 138. That's what is it, 9 to 19. It shouldn't be a difficult fight, especially with 100 plus HP. Opening double with a total of 28. $46. 61, 73, and there's another double for 84. 97, 114, 126, 136. Ooh, swing for 50. We do have low agility and no silver shield. What is it? 147?
That's what I got. Yep. He's getting down there, down to his last heal more. 163. Should be fine here.
Yes, that last swing is guaranteed to do it, but better be safe than sorry. And there we go. Uh, what is it? 177, I believe, is more than enough to defeat the Dragon Lord. And we do have to walk from Cantlin, I believe, to Taintigel, which is a little bit of a walk, but it's not too bad. There's no enemies. You can't even get damaged by the swamp tiles and damage tiles. Even if you did not have Erdrick's armor, all those are negated when you
Oh,
have
I
the
didn't realize that. That would be a possible benefit in Return to Town. You could kill yourself in the swamp, and then as opposed to walking back to Tanager and warp back that way. I know that in your fancy bonk seas that is an option. You can bonk into a lake or something on the overworld, and you could warp back to Tanager that way. It would be always an interesting way to end a seed with a death.
Yes, it is possible it's going to come up in future seeds. And casting outside in Stair Shuffle will always bring you back at the opening, at the entrance to where you came in on the cave. So not going to be able to outside out of the swamp here, but still walking back home, saying yes to Goylin. She's so happy, and we have the ball of light. The world is happy, and time and GG to SassageLink. Well done. Less than 45 minutes win.
Just under 45 minutes. That's the fastest time I've seen this week. Good job, SassageLink. GG's.
And Hoog, not too far behind, is on level 16, is searching for the secret passage behind the throne room. I believe SassageLink went that way as well, or maybe I'm mistaken. That's engraved. I don't remember seeing that.
Yeah, I think SassageLink went right. He went with the right staircase, and here this is a screen that SassageLink never found. It links
And
to
that's
itself.
another. Yeah.
Which is always nice to see in a floor like that when you've got all these paths to check. Two of them tie to each other. Always a welcome sight.
OldVampireLady staying in Breckenary, setting her warp point there, still looking for coal and that harp.
Some fun stats on the SassageLink screen. 27 bonks. That's a great number in a short seed like this.
We are joined by our winner from tonight, SassageLink. Well done, GG. How are you feeling?
Oh, thank you. I feel like that went probably smoother than it should have. Did not have to get too awful lost in the stair shuffle, so that was good.
It looked like you were trying to at the end there. The opening caves all were pretty straightforward, but Sharlock looked like it could have been a mess, but you got out pretty quick.
Yeah, thankfully, somehow picked the right staircase on the top floor there that ended up getting the right direction, so I'll take it.
We did see Oog getting at the secret passage behind the throne room, and it went into another Sharlock, the basement one, I believe, that had a bunch of stairs. So definitely, definitely not a good idea to walk in there. But of course, he doesn't know that, and neither did you when you walked in there. So, yeah, the anything stood out in the seed for you? How did you think was the start of the seed?
I really wish I would have found a red slime quicker, but you know, once I got to that point, it was just pretty smooth sailing after that.
Yeah, the other runners both found red slimes pretty quick, and you were duking it out with a ghost, and the other runners got a little bit of a jump on you there, but you made that up pretty quickly.
Yeah, once I saw the Drakeys were over 300, I just sat there and got a bunch of levels real fast.
We have Oog on the bottom floor here. He is also foregoing the Charlock Inn, just as our race winner SassageLink did. SassageLink, you were at 15, right? Oog's here at 16, in pretty good shape here. You're going to take on this red.
Yeah, I was at 15. I felt I had plenty, especially with the attack power, and defense was kind of borderline, but it was good enough with over 130 hit points.
Yeah, we saw that DL swing for 50 on you at some point, but I don't think you had you hesitate. You did not hesitate to heal more at any point. It was not a difficult decision. I think with that amount of HP and that strength you had, it was pretty much guaranteed once you stepped into the fight.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Nope, sorry about that. Yeah, I knew that, as long as I had at least 10 heal mores get into DL2, even if he was maxed out, which I think he was either 164 or 165 hit points, I knew I'd be alright.
I think Oog might have his work cut out for him here. He came into this fight with one less heal more than you, and only one more extra attack power with that extra level. This could be a close one. But he's getting some good rolls here at the beginning. That was a 19 right there.
Yes, good rolls, and he did also get level 16, which made him have 145 HP. So I think he's fine.
Oh no! Oh no! Did he swing low? He must have swung low. He did.
Yeah, he was at 43 hit points.
Well, that's unfortunate. Thankfully, it is not over for him. OldVampireLady still hasn't found Cole and the harp and is a level behind, so he can manage to get back to Charlock. Unfortunately, I don't think he used the inn in Cole before diving Charlock, so he can't just cast return and go back there, or maybe he just forgot about it.
Okay, I didn't realize Charlock was part of the return shuffle there.
Oh, it is not, but since Cole was right next to it, had he used the inn there, it would have been faster to go back.
Yeah, thankfully it's not a real long trek back to Charlock's.
Yeah, from Kentlin it was not too bad. Of course, we did notice you tried casting outside out of swamp, which unfortunately Stair Shuffle messes around with that a bit. As you might have seen, casting outside in any kind of cave will bring you back to the entrance you used to get inside that cave. So you do have to walk a bit with this flag set, but it's not too bad with no enemies or anything.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about outside at that point, but it ended up not being much. Just 2 steps, get back in.
Yeah, it is very much muscle memory at this point.
Absolutely muscle memory for sure. We have OVL has found a Cole. She'll be picking up her heart momentarily, and she's seen both trade in caves, so she might not be too far behind Oog here on his Charlock dive.
And she's about to hit level 16 as well, in probably one single enemy. So she's gonna have the same stats as Oog. He's gonna have to hurry up if he doesn't want her to catch up.
She is right. She is at Cole right now, but she does have to exchange those change the harp in for the staff, and then change all three of them in for the drop. So she has a couple errands to run yet.
She is staying at the inn in Cole, so if she...
I like it.
Yes.
At Apartments.com, we go above and beyond to make renting easier on every single level.
I didn't know Jeff Goldblum was in Dragon Warrior Randomizer. Always a good site. Well, there is the theme song from Jurassic Park in the possible flute song, so I guess that's as close as Jeff Goldblum as you can get.
If Jeff Goldblum were a Dragon Warrior Randomizer NPC, which one would he be? I'm guessing, like, which one has lost his girlfriend in the corner of Rim? Maybe that's the one.
Orwick.
Yes, maybe.
So, SassageLink, unfortunately, despite your win, you do not have the possibility of making it to the playoffs. So your Winter League will end here. Do you have particular memories or things you enjoyed that you'd like to share with us about your experience in the Winter League?
I always enjoy the Winter League. I'm usually not very good at it, but I like toying around with all the different flag sets, and then with the extra stuff added this year with the randomizer fork, made it a lot of fun. A lot of neat things going on with it, and like to see that.
Yeah, my partner in the booth here, Jeff, is responsible for programming a lot of these flags. So great work on his part. There's a lot of these flags are so much fun to play. There's so many flags in that flag set that I want to play and have not even gotten to yet. And I play a lot of them.
Thank you, guys. Yes, it is my opinion that new flags like this is a pleasant experience, which is pretty much why I did this in the first place. And indeed, there's a bunch of flags that did not make it into... Oh, ooh, trying to hurt more the Dragon Lord. Like one of my favorites, this guy's Dragon Lord has not made it. It is a little bit memey, a little bit more tedious having to talk to a bunch of NPCs, but it can be super fun and surprising. So maybe look forward to that in another event sometime in the future.
Yeah, and I do have to say the safer DW4 run algorithm is probably the best thing that has been added in recent memory. And I really love having that 4 run max.
Oh, I think it's very hard to go back to not having that after playing around with it for a while. I'm glad it's in the summer tournament edition that Midru was released last year as well.
Yeah, that was a beautiful addition. I will tell you that right now. And one weird thing though, I don't know, maybe it was just something I haven't noticed. Anybody else see the town NPC in the bottom floor of Sharlock?
The innkeeper, yeah.
Yeah, that part of it, and I just didn't notice before.
Yeah, that flag is on this week. The Sharlock Inn.
Okay.
You've got to walk a little ways off the path of the treasury there, but you have an inn stay. You can sleep there. One of the fun side things of that is when after you stay that, it turns to town music instead of the dark and scary bottom of Sharlock music. You get to hear happy town music for a while, at least until you run into an enemy.
Okay. Yeah, I really only did like 1.5 practice seeds for this week, so I wasn't quite sure on that.
And get your GGs in chat for OOG finishing DL2 with 22 MP left, and he's returning to Kentlin just like you did before SassageLink, so he's gonna have to walk a bit. Maybe he's gonna cast outside in Swamp as well. It is not... I guess most people would, and it looks like it's not I don't think it was a single continent, was it?
Not that I knew, but there was still quite a bit of the overworld I didn't see, so it could have been.
You called it, Jeff. He took house outside in the swamp.
I
Old
would,
habits are hard to break.
I would have done the same, but casting outside twice. Not maybe. Maybe now he's getting a little bit confused. There's no stairs there. You can just walk. Yep, he's gonna do it.
I get it.
We're not laughing at you, Oog. We know you're laughing on your side too.
Yeah, as I mentioned, I would have done the same. And it looks like OldVampireLady is not entirely satisfied with level 16. I know she likes to get bigger levels before fighting the Dragon Lord, so it should not be a very difficult fight once she makes it there.
That is one of the kind of finer lessons to learn in Dragon Warrior Randomizer is when is go mode, you know? Sometimes you get one or two of the stats there, but, you know, no heal more or a low MP would, you know, kind of negate both of those. So it's always a little bit of an art form to figuring out. It takes a little bit of practice and play to know when that is.
Yeah, it's you definitely get used to it over time, but I was actually at go mode at 14 and just saw I was close to 15, so I made sure to get it going through Sherlock.
OldVampireLady maybe just fighting enemies out of habit because she just saw a Drakey and ran from it, and it's probably the biggest experience gain we've seen in this seed. So I guess she just either forgot about how much XP it gives or remembered that she doesn't have to fight anything anymore. Oh, still fighting the slime though. It is tempting at 210 a pop.
Wonder if she's maybe misremembering where those trade-in caves are.
Well, looks like she does remember about the heart.
Oh, yep, yes she is. Tanago's where that is, so she's going the right place.
So we haven't seen the flute nor the death necklace. One of them must have been in Hawksness, which I believe we've never seen on any of our runner screen, and the other must have been somewhere in a dungeon, which might possibly include Sherlock. So no floating today, no using the death necklace today. Maybe some other time. I'm sure it's gonna come up in future weeks.
I thought I saw Hawksness on somebody's screen, but I did not see if the spike was ever checked, or it might have been kind of after.
Yeah, no, I never found it.
Oh, I had not realized that the Rainbow Drop Cave was so close. But now she's got the Rainbow Drop. She can get inside Sherlock. She doesn't have full resources, but with the inn at the bottom or a coal next to Sherlock, I'm not very worried for her. And level 17 on the way as well.
Right, level up refill, yeah. You may forego the inn here in coal. Or this is a safe place though.
I have to say, at this rate, looks like OldVampireLady might make it maybe in 8-ish minutes, which would make all 3 racers finishing in less than 70 minutes for a stair shuffle seed. I gotta say, that is pretty impressive. You all did pretty well.
Yeah, I was pretty surprised I didn't have to get lost in the dungeons. I'm happy about that.
Unfortunately, OVL taking the left path here at Sharlock. May have some cave diving to do here.
I don't remember what path OOG used on his latest dive, but it's possible he went the same way you did, SassageLink. It looks like she's going left first. I don't think we've seen that before. She has no key, but she has hurt more, so it's no big deal.
I agree. I do not think we've seen this path yet. Can't be too much there. I'm trying to think what floors we haven't seen.
That actually might be quicker.
Was that tablet 2?
Either that or fourth floor Sharlock.
Yeah, I don't think it was tablet. It must have been Sharlock, so thankfully she did not like it and she's going more into the right direction. And as they say, right is right. Can't run from Red Dragon, just grit. Always solves all of your problems.
What did you think of that learning 5 spells after 1 slime kill? That was pretty interesting. And I think 5 more came within a few minutes. With every spell, everybody had every spell.
That was nice. I think it was what, level 10 or 11 had all the spells. That makes life easy, especially when you're leveling up really quick.
Oh no, OldVampireLady decided she didn't like that path either. Guessing now she's headed for the behind the throne room.
Well, that is unfortunate. As we've seen, this leads to a floor with a bunch of staircases. And then it is not a stat that really matters, but looking at the death counts, looks like OldVampireLady has the fewest deaths out of all of you 3 runners. That is impressive.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't a very death-heavy seed for any of it, really. I even think 2 of them were just death warps for me, so...
Oh yeah, I did notice that Swamp death warp once. I think he wanted to go back home and did not want to cast return, so you died there in the swamp, and that was a really nice play.
Yeah, just knowing I go to the last inn I was at, it just kind of felt like the right play.
Well, OldVampireLady is down to 49 MP, which is still enough, both to reach the bottom floor and to reach level 17, but worst thing that can happen is she's gonna have to use the Sharlock, and I know she sometimes plays her own personal flag set with this fork of the Randomizer, so she knows about the in Sharlock, she's used to it.
Almost at the next level too, which helps.
Yep. She was just using the Goylan's Love GPS there to figure out how much she needed that next level. She's going to get it shortly. Not worried about her MP at this point. Jeff, when is your race this week, or have you had it? You're Group 2, is that right?
That's correct. I've had my race yesterday night, there was no restream, so it's gonna be vodcasted sometime probably this weekend. So keep an eye out for it.
Will do. Mine as well was also last night. We had a lot of races last night. It was 6 races, 6 of the 10 groups decided to go all within like a 4-hour window on a Wednesday night.
Yes, and the race I was in had 3 of the admins from the community. So thankfully, there was I believe it was Destiny or the Dragon Warrior who who bailed us out and made the adminning for this race happen.
He was the admin for the admin race.
Yes.
And then he was in the race I ran last night too, so he had a busy night as well.
Yes, I took over the adminning for that race you were in, so it was it was quite the night, but it's over now. From last week, for the next week and the upcoming ones, since we're gonna be in the playoffs, there's only gonna be 4 or fewer races per week, so fortunately not as much Dragon Warrior randomizer action coming up, but it's gonna be the craziest flag sets and of course the best runners, so it's gonna be quite entertaining, I have to say.
Yeah, I agree. Looking forward to that 16 runner tournament. Is the first round of playoffs, is that like single elimination? Do you need to win the race to move on to get to the final 4?
I believe, you know what, I haven't... Oh, look at that, the fighters ring on OldVampireLady's side. That's gonna help a bit. I haven't read the rules myself in a while, not since we launched the Winter League, but I believe it's simply half of the players are eliminated in every race.
There you go. Thank you, Deb.
Yeah, top 2 of each race, yeah.
There is, of course, the exception of the last week. The 4 top players will be racing twice in maybe the same week or 2 different weeks, and the cumulative time of these 2 races, which is what's going to be used to determine the final order of the players. Looks like we're in Mountain 2, which had a cursed belt.
OldVampireLady has not been killing things, but has been slowly using her MP. Must be trying to save that level up for the bottom floor when she gets there. I wonder if that's the play. If she's not careful, she's going to run out. Does not have enough for a heal warrior right now.
That's right, but she's very, very close. Only 36 experience points away from level 17, Joe. She should be fine, but it's a bit scary.
Such an unfriendly Sherlock, but we know that she's not on the right. I think she's on the behind the throne room path, which we know is not the right path, but she's got to do a lot of checking to make sure it's not the right path.
Well, you know what? If she does die running out of resources here, and she might... Oh, not quite. Oh, yes, she will. Okay. So, she will hopefully cast Return and get back to Cole and right back into Sherlock.
And maybe on the right path as well. And by right, I mean the opposite of left. Looks like she's gonna walk it.
What a suspense. She's started to run away, but will she succeed? Yeah, might as well use that moment to remind everyone that our 3 players here are regular streamers, so you might as well follow them on Twitch and make their day. So look in chat for the links to their channels. And of course, then again, thank you to my friends on the Restream crew, starting by Icy10Ace, chatting here with me, and our Restreamer, Diabetes the Second, and our trackers, Shihali9, or just Shihali, and Artorius308, all doing a fantastic job. Thank you so much.
Thank you as well, Ju, for all you do. The programming and the adminning, and pleasure to be in a booth with you.
Happy to help. And this is a fun community to be part of. If you, or you know what, let me do it.
Uh-oh, what's he doing?
There we go. Okay, typing exclamation mark DWR in chat will lead you to dwrandomizer.com for links to the randomizer and the Discord. The Discord is where you're gonna find all of us friends, fans of Dragon Warrior Randomizer and Dragon Warrior in general. There's also channels for Dragon Warrior 2 Randomizer, Dragon Warrior 3 Randomizer, and Dragon Warrior 4 Randomizer. There's a bunch of stuff, a bunch of friendly people. If you like the game, if you like the randomizer, if you just want to chat with us about anything related to that, just come and hang out. We're always happy to chat with newcomers about things. And we're back. OldVampireLady is on that floor we were talking about, who first went through on his first dive of Sherlock, and there's 5, I believe, staircases available from where she is right now.
I think we determined those two on the right lead to each other. I'm not sure if she's figured that out yet, but she's definitely traversed this area before, hopefully.
As the first time I played Stair Shuffle myself, I was really confused. It is definitely the most challenging flag in my opinion. It is definitely worth putting that flag in week 5, and every runner that went through it, and especially those who finished in less than an hour, wink wink, are really good. So well done.
VampireLady seems to be attached to this the behind the throne room path. She took a peek down both of the other 2 staircases, but did not venture down either of those paths at all. Just went down the staircase and back up. So maybe some sort of misunderstanding about how Stair Shuffle works.
Maybe she just wanted to finish clearing the Mountain 2 floor. I don't think she had before, but now she definitely has. well, at the very least, there's decent enemies there in Mountain 2. There's the slime and the wolf, which we don't really need to fight at this point, but maybe she'll make it to level 17 and completely, utterly destroy the Dragon Lord.
Absolutely, there's absolutely some when a tough seed has been played and you do finally reach that Dragon Lord and you're massively over leveled, there is some joy that can be had in taking a swing at the Dragon Lord and getting for 25, 30 plus.
And that reminds me, we were talking about earlier about flags which did not make it into the Winter League, and there is a 100% crit rate and crit DL1 and crit DL2 flags. So if you do feel the need to take some revenge on the Dragon Lord, you can just turn those on and go ham and kill it in 2 swings.
Just someone should start mapping out or tracking seed numbers with Disguised Dragon Lord on, so that there's a particular NPC that annoys you and you can just go to that little list of seeds, and if I want Orwick to be the Dragon Lord, I can play that. You know what I'm saying? And I can take my vengeance out on particular characters. You even found one that had Gwaelin as the Disguised Dragon Lord, did you not? I think I saw that
yes.
one. It was really fun.
Yes, that is one I was very much looking forward to. It is a 1 in 120-ish chance for that to happen, and I did program a little something special for when that happens. But it's as far as I know, it's happened only once, organically at the very least. And yes, it is possible it could be 1 swing if it's Chaos DL2. It could be more than 3 swings as well if your strength is low, or if it has high HP, or combination of those things. Chaos DL2 is always a surprise. Chaos DL1 as well. Oh, and looks like she made it out of the back of the throne room, and she's gonna head over, hopefully to the right, but I'm guessing that's probably not where she's gonna go first.
Actually, I think the left might be quicker path if it was B4 on Sherlock.
Oh, okay. It is possible that both paths can go there. I hadn't really thought about that. That's interesting.
Yeah, that I didn't go down to that staircase, so it was possible.
Oh no.
Oh no. Unfortunately, she was maybe trying to save her MP more than necessary, and tried running away from that armor knight unsuccessfully, unfortunately.
Looks like we do have the forfeit there, the DNF from OldVampireLady. A good run. GG's to her. Great Winter League for all these runners.
Yep, get your GG's in chat for OldVampireLady. She was really close to you guys for a while, both in terms of exploration and experience-wise. There was a while you were all around between 6,000 and 7,000 experience points. So not even 1,000 experience points between the 3 of you. So that was fun to watch, I gotta say. And yeah, unfortunately, Stair Shuffle making yet another victim tonight. We'll see if she joins us in the commentary booth. In the meantime, anything else you guys would like to say about tonight's race, or about the Winter League in general?
I just want to say thanks to everybody for all the hard work behind the scenes, getting all these races put on, doing the vodcasts, everything. The commentary, restreamers, trackers, everybody. It's much appreciated.
Let's not forget the admin staff as well. They're the ones that determine these flag sets and write up the documents and collect the entries and put us all into our groups. So shout out to the admin staff for of which my booth partnership is as well. So we wouldn't
Absolutely.
have a league tournament without that group either.
Well, thank you. Again, everyone is really important. Chat as well. Thank you for being here and watching these races. If you weren't there, there wouldn't be restreams for sure. So this guy, this race tonight with all of you of three people, SassageLink, OldVampireLady, and OOG, we're just the first out of 2 races we have today. At 11 p.m. Eastern, we have a Group 4 race between Big Slamu, Beta, Chadbert, and Angie Dave. That is a very important race because Group 4 is near enough the top that all of these players can hope to make it to the playoffs, but I'm not sure. I don't have the standings in front of me. I'm not sure everyone will. I think one of them might not, depending on the other results from other races.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think the top 2 there are probably safe. Winner's definitely safe. Loser definitely out. Second and third, maybe.
Yeah, so that's going to be something to watch. I don't think I am going to be up still at this hour, but maybe I'm going to try and make an exception to watch it if there is a restream, which I am not sure there is at this point. But if there is not, there will be a vodcast for it at some point during the weekend. So check the Discord out. Check the there is a Google Calendar link for the races for Dragon Warrior Randomizer. So maybe add that to your own calendar if you want, and make sure you don't miss any race.
Yeah, the 11 o'clock Eastern start. I don't think I've seen any of those yet. These must not be, maybe they're not East Coast folks. But the time that worked out, that'll be a fun race to watch for sure. Some talented racers there, absolutely.
Well, thank you again, everyone. Thank you, SassageLink, for racing, and OldVampireLady and OOG as well, if you're listening. Thank you again, IC10Ace, Artorias, Chihali, and Diabetes II for joining the Restream team. I am super happy once again to have been part of it this time around. And looks like we might be raiding a fellow Dragon Warrior randomizer friend in the name of Ness Cardinality, who is most definitely playing NES stuff right now. He loves the NES. We do all love the NES. There's a really large amount of interesting games to play on that console. So join us and let's say hi to him. And I hope everyone here has a nice rest of your day. I hope to see you again soon in future Dragon Warrior Randomizer events coming soon, and races coming soon, and vodcasts coming soon as well. Any last words, SassageLink, IC10 Ace?
Nope, nothing here. I just want to say thanks again. Everything's greatly appreciated with all the behind the scenes stuff, and yeah, thanks again.
Thanks. I'll echo the same. Thanks for joining us in the booth, SassageLink. Always good to have one of the runners come join us and talk about it. Thanks for that.
Absolutely.